Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Cody Johnson with your news from around the Columbia Basin for Tuesday, December 17th. Tonight we report on the election results from the Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District and a house fire on Hiawatha Road east of Moses Lake. We look at how Columbia Basin Hospital is seeking a new administrator and news of the new library in George. In sports, we have high school basketball highlights and some clips from Monday Night Football. Our spotlight story tonight is about how the Moses Lake schools are tackling poverty. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight, stormy waters is nothing new for the Moses Lake Irrigation and Rehabilitation District, and their election appears to have added more controversy. With absentee ballots being counted, the lead in the election changed, and Ken Kernan is the new board member. He will replace Rich Archer, who did not seek re-election. Monday's final count of mail-in ballots leaves Kernan besting Moses Lake businessman David Skog with 2,409 votes to 1,607 for Skog, according to board secretary Nina Zeller. District ratepayers also chose to expand the board to 5 members from 3. The changes were supported with 3,174 votes in favor and 798 opposed. Last night's ballot tally didn't go smoothly, according to current board member Ron Covey and others present to certify the election. Covey claims board director Mick Hansen called for all mail-in ballots to be thrown out because the envelopes they arrived in were marked, which is against state law. The envelopes are reportedly printed with voter instructions for ratepayers. After a heated exchange in which at least 2 election judges reportedly threatened to walk out of the proceedings, Covey and Archer overruled Hansen's request to throw out the absentee votes, and they were counted. Covey said disregarding the mail-in ballots would have disenfranchised about 53% of district ratepayers from the election process. Grant County Fire District 5 responded to a house fire in the 3500 block of Hiawatha Road northeast this afternoon, about 4 miles west of Moses Lake. The front of the 2-story home caught fire at a little after noon. 2 water tenders and several firefighting personnel were called to the scene, and crews managed to contain the blaze before it spread throughout the house. The home is located in a rural area, and no other structures were threatened. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Columbia Basin Hospital officials are looking for a new administrator after asking Robert Reeder to resign. Grant County Hospital District 3 commissioners asked Reeder to resign Thursday, according to the Grant County Journal. Commission President Donna Kraus told the Journal discussions leading up to Reeder's resignation were amicable. The talks came after a review of the district operations, current conditions, and Reeder's overall performance. Reeder was hired in 2009. District Business Manager Rosalinda Kibbe is reportedly serving as acting administrator while an interim is sought. As part of Reeder's separation agreement, he'll continue receiving his monthly salary of $10,499 for up to 9 months unless he obtains new employment. The new George Public Library is now open. Library offers many new titles of children's books, teen and fiction, nonfiction, and CDs and DVDs. 4 computers are available to the public for internet access and word processing. According to the Quincy Valley Post-Register, the library was initiated by George Public Works Director Joe Shones. He was reportedly mowing the lawn at the George Park when it occurred to him the town didn't have a library. North Central Regional Library officials informed him they would provide librarians, books, and computers if the city could provide the space. The George City Council approved the use of empty office space at the George Mall, which was cleaned and refurbished over the summer. The new library had a soft opening December 8th. A grand opening will be held sometime after the new year. The library is open Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 6 p.m., Wednesdays from noon to 6, and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. The George Public Library can be reached at 509-785-7043. If you want to sing Christmas songs, grab a coat, mittens, and a hat, then head down to Rock Park Plaza in Ephrata tomorrow night for some Christmas caroling. The community caroling party takes place December 19th from 7 to 8 p.m. People are asked to meet at the plaza at 7. From there, the group will walk around town while singing traditional Christmas songs. Refreshments will be served after the caroling. The event is sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A new event planned in Ephrata for New Year's Day was sparked by the memory of a little girl who succumbed to cancer. The Sam Scramble is a scavenger hunt that was inspired by Samantha Webb, who died on January 1st, 2003. Proceeds from the event will go to the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which supports cancer services at the Wenatchee Valley and Moses Lake clinics. On January 1st, the race begins at the Ephrata Recreation Center at 11 a.m. Participants will walk, run, or sled up to around 30 locations while answering a series of questions. Winning teams or individuals are those returning within 90 minutes with the most points. Check-in begins at 9:30 a.m. with maps and instructions handed out at 10:30. All participants are asked to wear bright clothing, bright clothing, and bring a watch, pens, or pencils. Registration forms are available at the Ephrata City Hall, Ephrata Schools, and several local businesses. Registration is $10 per person and $30 for a team of 3 to 5 people. T-shirts are also for sale. The forms and more information are also available on the city website at ephrata.org under the Departments/Parks and Recreation link. Interested participants can also contact Shannon Lowry at 509-289-9244. Grant County Solid Waste and Consolidated Disposal is offering free year-round collection of used antifreeze in Moses Lake and Ephrata. The collection is for antifreeze generated from household use only, not from farms or businesses. In Moses Lake, residents can drop off antifreeze at the CDSI Transfer and Recycling Center located at 9524 Road 7 Northeast. Residents can bring up to 5 gallons per week, Tuesday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Used antifreeze is also collected at the Ephrata landfill Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Ephrata landfill is located at 3803 Neva Lake Road, Northwest. Ethylene glycol is poisonous to humans and animals if ingested. Antifreeze contaminated with oil or any other substance cannot be recycled at the transfer station and must instead be brought to a hazardous waste collection event. The collection is partially funded through a grant from the Washington State Department of Ecology. For more information, call Grant County Solid Waste at 754-6082. Each of the people you see here have warrants for their arrest and are wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day, or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. Stay with us, folks. We're going to be back after these messages with the latest forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center.